Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures of numismatics, the art and science of rare and collectible coins. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating story of the United States of America's 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel, from the year 1941 without a mint mark. Found in fine condition, and we will explore its historical significance, design details, and its present-day market value in dollars. The year 1941 marked a turbulent period in global history, as the United States stood at the edge of World War II, and every coin minted in this era silently carries the weight of a nation preparing for a new chapter in human history. The 1941 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time. So when you encounter a 1941 nickel without a mint mark, you are looking at a coin that came from the main mint in Philadelphia. Designed by Felix Schlag, this nickel features on its obverse a proud and noble portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, his profile facing left, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," along with the year 1941 placed around him, giving the coin a timeless dignity. On the reverse, you find the impressive image of Jefferson's home, Monticello, with the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum" at the top, the denomination 5 cents at the bottom, and the word United States of America framing the design. Now, when it comes to condition, a coin in fine grade means it is circulated and shows we're on the high points, yet the major details of Jefferson's face in Monticello are still visible, although flattened from years of use. Collectors value such coins not only for their monetary worth, but for the story they tell, a story of commerce, of history, of hands exchanging this very nickel more than 80 years ago during an era of transformation. With a mintage of over 203 million coins in Philadelphia alone in 1941, the Jefferson nickel that year is not particularly scarce in lower grades, but its age and the fact that it has survived in collectible condition make it desirable for beginners and seasoned numismatists. Now, let us talk about the market value in today's world. In the United States coin market of 2025, a 1941 Jefferson nickel, without mint mark in fine condition, typically holds a collector's value of around 25 cents to 50 cents, which is modest but still several times higher than its face value of 5 cents. In better preserved states, such as extremely fine or uncirculated condition, its price can climb into several dollars, with pristine mint state examples fetching anywhere from $10 to over $50 depending on quality and luster. And when error varieties are involved, such as double die obverse strikes or off-center minting, the value can skyrocket dramatically, sometimes reaching into the hundreds of dollars, making even an ordinary-looking nickel potentially a hidden gem. So, while the 1941 no-mint mark 5-cent coin in fine condition may not make you instantly wealthy, it stands as a living relic of American history, a piece of wartime coinage, still clinking in the modern world, and a foundation stone in any Jefferson nickel collection. If you are building a set, this coin is a must-have, for it connects a collector not just with silver or copper nickel, but with the spirit of an America preparing for resilience and, therefore, hold this coin not only as a token of small financial value, but as a testament to endurance, legacy, and the craftsmanship of a bygone generation. This is the power of numismatics, transforming ordinary change into extraordinary history. Another fascinating journey into the world of numismatics, where ordinary pocket change transforms into extraordinary pieces of history. Today we focus on the 1941 United States 5-cent coin, better known as a Jefferson nickel, a coin without a mint mark in fine condition. This little piece of metal, often overlooked in the hustle of daily transactions, is in fact a silent witness of an era when the world was standing at the edge of conflict, and America was preparing for its role in the defining moments of the 20th century. The year 1941 was no ordinary year. It was a time when America was still recovering from the Great Depression, when industries were awakening with renewed vigor, and when the threat of global war loomed ever closer. Every coin struck in that year became more than just money. It became a tiny symbol of resilience, strength, and the everyday lives of American citizens. Among these, the Jefferson nickel shines as a tribute to one of the greatest founding fathers, President Thomas Jefferson, whose face proudly graces the obverse of the coin. Let us look at its design, carefully crafted by the German-American sculptor Felix Schlag, who won the Treasury competition for his vision. The obverse displays Jefferson's left-facing portrait, sharp yet elegant, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" arching along the left rim, "Liberty," with the year 1941 placed to the right. On the reverse, the grandeur of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia state, is depicted in all its neoclassical beauty, with the phrase "E pluribus unum" at the top, Monticello at the center, the denomination 5 cents below, and United States of America forming the foundation of the design. This combination gave the coin a balance of patriotism and artistry that remains admired to this day. Now, what about the mint mark? In 1941, coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint carried no mint mark at all. Therefore, when you encounter a Jefferson nickel of this date without a mint mark, you are holding a coin struck at the heart of American coinage. The Philadelphia Mint, with a massive mintage of over 203 million nickels in that year alone, ensured that this coin was widely available to the public, passing through countless hands during its circulation. In terms of condition, the fine grade means that the coin shows clear evidence of circulation and wear. On a fine 1941 nickel, Jefferson's hair details will be worn and flat, Monticello's steps will blend into the building, and the coin may have a soft, smooth appearance. Yet despite this wear, the coin still retains its essential beauty and readability, making it a collectible piece for both beginner and experienced numismatists. But let us now turn to the most awaited part, its value in today's market. In the year 2025, a 1941 5-cent coin, without mint mark in fine condition, holds a collector's value ranging from 25 cents to 50 cents. That may sound small, yet it is already several times higher than its face value of just 5 cents. But the story does not end here. Coins in better grades, such as extremely fine or about uncirculated, can easily reach $1 to $3, and pristine mint state examples, shining as it just struck yesterday, can fetch between $10 and $50 or more, depending on the grading and luster. Error coins from this year, such as double die obverse strikes, off-center minting, or die cracks, can push the value into the hundreds of dollars, making the humble Jefferson nickel a potential treasure. Collectors value this coin not only for its price, but for what it represents. Imagine holding in your hand the very same coin that may have once bought a loaf of bread, a glass of milk, or a newspaper in 1941. Imagine its journey, traveling across decades, surviving wars, recessions, celebrations, and ordinary daily life, until finally finding its way into your collection. It is not merely a 5-cent piece. It is a living witness of history. And that, my friends, is the magic of numismatics. Every coin has a voice. Every scratch, every worn surface, tells a story of the people and times it passed through. The 1941 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in fine condition may not be the most expensive coin on the market, but its story, its history, and its enduring charm make it a treasure far greater than money alone. So, if you ever come across this coin, do not dismiss it as just another old nickel. Instead, recognize it for what it truly is, a symbol of resilience, a collector's delight, and a timeless piece of American heritage at next. Dear viewers, to another fascinating journey into the world of coins and their hidden treasures. Today, we turn our attention to a coin that may seem very ordinary in your pocket change, but once you hear the details, you will never look at it the same way again. The United States 5-cent coin from the year 2020, carrying the proud D Mint mark of Denver. This is not just a small piece of metal. It is a token of American history, artistry, and value. Let us dive deep into its story and its worth in today's collector market. The 2020 nickel belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 and still going strong after more than 80 years. On the obverse or front, we see the bold portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, a founding father, and the writer of the Declaration of Independence. His gaze is sharp, his legacy eternal, and his face on this coin is more than a design. It is a reminder of freedom and vision. Above Jefferson's head, the words "In God We Trust" stand strong, and to the right, the word "Liberty," written in Jefferson's own handwriting, flows with elegance, followed by the date 2020 and the small letter D, indicating that this coin was struck at the famous Denver Mint. Turning the coin around, the reverse reveals Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, captured in fine architectural detail. Beneath it, The word Monticello is inscribed with the denomination 5 cents, the proud words United States of America, and above all the timeless motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. This design is simple yet powerful, standing as a bridge between history and modernity. Now, let us come to the part every collector is eager to know, the value of this coin in today's market. The 2020 D. Jefferson nickel was minted in large numbers, with hundreds of millions produced, making it common in circulation. However, condition and rarity always play a role. In fine condition, which means a coin has visible wear but still keeps its major details, the value is generally equal to its face value of 5 cents when used as money. Yet, collectors are often willing to pay a small premium even for circulated examples if they are looking to complete a date and mint mark set. In the American coin market of 2025, a 2020 D nickel in fine condition typically trades between 5 cents and 25 cents, a modest value, but a reminder that every coin has a place in the chain of history. However, do not be mistaken into thinking that all 2020 D nickels are ordinary. Certain examples with minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or full steps on Monticello and higher grades, can sell for far higher prices, sometimes even crossing into the tens or hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and demand. That is why collectors always keep their eyes open, examining each coin closely, because hidden treasures often lie in the smallest of details. So, while your 2020 D. Jefferson nickel in fine condition may not make you rich, it connects you to a powerful legacy. It may one day become a piece of a greater collection, and it holds within it the spirit of America's history. Remember, today's common coins have become tomorrow's rare collectibles, especially as years pass and pristine examples grow scarce. In conclusion, the 2025-cent coin with the D mint mark is a modern coin with a traditional soul. In fine condition, its market value today remains around face value, perhaps reaching up to 25 cents for collectors, but its true worth lies in its symbolism, its artistry, and its place in the never-ending story of American coinage. Hold it carefully, for you never know when such coins might rise in value or capture the attention of passionate numismatists. Thank you for watching, and if you love discovering the hidden value and history behind coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who may have a treasure hiding in their pockets without even realizing it. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a story to tell.